Hello, Pisces. Thank you so much for joining me here today. I'm so excited to be doing these readings. One of my favorite things to do a couple times a month is to just sit on YouTube and watch all these videos. I love it so much, and since I do read cards, I thought I would do it as well. It's just fun for me to do, and I really enjoy it. Um, if you get a chance, I put together a short little intro video so you can get an idea or a sense of who I am and what I do and why I'm here. And if you don't get a chance, I will brief you. For these videos, I actually do two readings. I do first a love reading, and then I'll do a general reading. So you get two readings in each video. I have been shuffling these cards for several minutes, but I like to shuffle them and draw them on camera just so that you can see. And I do apologize, this is not an ideal setup. It's going to be difficult to see the cards, so I'll read them aloud as I lay them out, and I'll also hold them up so you can see them. So that's pretty much it. I will keep shuffling here for the next few minutes. And when I feel ready, I will draw the cards. So, Pisces, love reading for November 2015. Oh, it's a bad shuffle. I bought these giant cards, and not only are they super stiff, but they're a little bit clumsy. Sometimes I have a hard time shuffling them. November 2015. Love reading. Okay, one more, and then I think we'll be done. Okay, here we go. Pisces, November 2015, love reading. Okay. Your King of Swords, Four of Wands, Six of Wands, the Fool, Queen of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Six of Swords, Ten of Swords, and Temperance. Okay, Pisces, let's see. I am seeing actually kind of some opposites going on here with your Ten of Swords, which is a very heavy, emotional, type of what have you, something that you're going through, something that has been weighing on your shoulders for an incredibly long time, some type of just mental overwhelm that you're just absolutely exhausted. And the phrase I said this in the last reading was, put a fork in me, I'm done. You're done. You can't deal with it anymore. It's something that's just so heavy. Maybe a sense of even giving up a little bit. This is kind of a recurring theme for a lot of signs, which is right next to the Six of Swords, which I'll get to in just a minute. I don't want to talk about that one quite yet, but both of those have been very prominent in this month's readings for all the signs. I'm getting a sense in this reading, you have two, people, if you will, represented here in these readings. You have your King of Swords and your Queen of Pentacles. I'm getting a sense that you are being represented here. Oh, sorry, my dog is kind of a worrywart, barks at everything. You're being represented here by the King of Swords. And there may be someone in your life, a partner, a potential, someone you are dating, um, who is being represented here by the Earth sign, or by the, I'm sorry, the Queen of Pentacles, who might be an Earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, or, someone that sort of has those qualities at this point in time. And I almost feel as though, you are a king here, male or female, either way. You're incredibly intelligent. You know, you have mastered matters of the mind. You are confident and comfortable with the knowledge that you have acquired. You are, sort of the ultimate intellect, if you will. You're at a peak in your life right now. But for some reason, this person being represented here by this Queen of Pentacles sort of puts you off. Puts you off your game a little bit. I'm getting the idea or the sense that it might be a new love interest, or it might be that you and your partner are sort of on some sort of new journey or new pathway. Maybe you have kind of overcome or you have been dealing with some of these hardships, and they are still present in your life. And again, I'll talk about that in just one second. But you are sort of at a new beginning, a new start, or it is the blossoming of a new relationship, someone new. And for some reason, not only is it new and exciting, and you are kind of, here as the Fool starting off on this journey with new bright-eyed and bushy tails, which is very similar in the page as well. But I'm wondering if this person sort of gives you like the butterflies and sort of makes you feel nervous and makes you feel like you're kind of on, shifty ground a little bit. You are a king, you're used to being sturdy, but this person makes you feel like, I don't know, like you don't quite understand them, and so you're doing things to appease them, but they're not necessarily in your nature to do, but you really, really like them. It's almost kind of like a childish, you're sort of behaving kind of childish just because this person is so important to you and you do have such an interest in them, and even like here you are, you were a king and you've sort of degraded down to a page, but you're still very, very focused on them, and they are causing you to behave in this more childlike manner. I don't feel like it's, putting them off or turning them off in any way. I just feel like you might not be giving them everything that you really are. And, we've all had those crushes that we, kind of like kids on a school ground where they make us feel fluttery and make us feel like, we're clumsy and we can't really do anything right. And like, oh, I shouldn't have said it like that. I'm kind of getting that impression that is what this person is doing to you, or has causing you to behave that way. You're not that way, though. And, we know that you're strong and that you are a king. And, she is looking back at you. She sees you as you really are. You might be looking at her, from this point of view because you're so like enamored with her. And I say her, but it could be male or female. I say her because it's a queen, but it could also be a male, someone that's very kind and gentle in nature, who's nurturing and practical and, gives birth or blossoms. When I say gives birth, like makes things happen, takes practical steps to make things happen. And you might be a little bit intimidated by them for some reason. And so that's why you're behaving this way. But she sees the real you. They really understand what you are and what you bring to the table. They're smart. They're not going to be fooled by your antics in any way. And I get a sense, you have, oh, interesting, you have 2 6s here, actually. That's very interesting. I'm getting, Stinky, it's okay, baby. It's okay. Shh. We have lots of animals running around, and he gets very worried about them all and is very concerned about everything that happens. So it will be some level of, because I see like a social gathering. Oftentimes this could be indicative of a marriage. And this card coupled with the card of like a victory, I feel like maybe there is some sort of sense of conquering this person or conquering this potential in a relationship and it moving forward successfully into some direction. You have 2 wands right next to each other. These are the sign of action and taking those steps and being victorious and celebratory in a physical way. You might be social together. You might go out often. You might enjoy each other's company. You know, and your intentions, you are acting on your intentions. You have made your intentions known to this person. You're interested in each other, and it does prove to be somewhat of a successful meeting, a meeting of the mind and the heart, which brings me to your Temperance card at the end of the reading. It's possible that you may not have really felt ready for this type of person in your life, that this person is someone that just makes you feel so like, oh my God, I can't believe I have this person and this person is interested in me. And you're dealing with maybe things from the past. Maybe things from the past with this person. Maybe you've gone through some type of hardship and you just maybe can't even believe that they're still like trying to work it through with you, or work through it with you. Or it could be remnants from a past relationship, a past situation, whether a love interest or not. It could be just something that happened in your childhood or something that happened, that caused you to have so many doubts and so many concerns about yourself. And these are things that you have to work through on your own. This person can, I feel like this person is causing these swords and these thoughts and these frustrations to resurface. Maybe they aren't necessarily the cause of them originally, but they are bringing it out in you, and they are somewhat blocking you from having that meeting of the mind and the heart. Finding that balance internally. Maybe the next steps, or like I say, you do have your Fool card here, which is you starting a new journey, taking a new path, maybe doing something that you've never done before that might be a little bit scary. If you're in a relationship, you might be for the first time considering getting married. If you're in a relationship or married, and you might be talking about having children, or you might be talking about retiring or entering some new phase, or moving from one place to another, a new career or something very fresh, unexplored, something that you have never done before. And when big things and big phases come into our lives and we start a new a whole new path, a whole new focus in our life, those things bring up past issues. Those that baggage, that emotional baggage, that our own hangups that we all have just because we're human and we live our lives. Things like that often bring out those fears. And, we're human. We fear things. We fear change. And when someone affects us so much and they get to us so much, they have a lot of power to hurt us. And no one likes to be in that type of a situation, for someone else to have so much control over our emotions and our thoughts, but when you really like someone, or you're genuinely in love with someone, or you really do want to move forward into these new phases of your life, you know, that's scary, and it makes us very vulnerable. And that's okay, but it takes a great deal of effort and energy to find that meeting where your mind meets your heart, what you genuinely desire, what you feel is right for you, and then what you think, what you're thinking, what's holding you back, what's keeping you from admitting to yourself that you might actually be happy, or that you might actually have found someone to take those new steps with. I mean, that's something that takes a lot to come to terms with, and it's a big process. I mean, removing these swords is a process, and it takes a lot of time. Um, but these are things that come with us. These are the life lessons, the experiences, the the things that we acquire over time that we carry with us, but it doesn't necessarily have to be such a dark nature. Here I have this, or you have the Six of Swords, going from, and this is a recurring card in a lot of readings this month, going from rough waters, periods of challenges and frustrations, moving forward into the still glassy waters of the new horizon. It's a very peaceful spiritual journey, and one of the reasons why I said, maybe you're thinking of moving is because this is potentially, a trip or a vacation or a move from one physical place to another. That's why I kind of threw that in there. It doesn't necessarily have to be the case. Sometimes this is a physical journey, and sometimes it's a spiritual journey. And the spiritual journey, or wherever, if you move from place to place, you are still bringing everything with you. You might be in a different city, or a different town, a different beach, or whatever, but everything that you've acquired in your life that's in your head, in your mind, it comes with you. And those are the life lessons and the life experiences that make us who we are, that make us better people, that make us better, better parents, better partners, better professionals, better in every way. And it's important to bring the things that make you better, and to leave behind the things that torture us, because you are going through a significant, and these could all just be in your head, like you might be moving forward faster than they are moving forward, and you're just thinking these things. They are just really all in your head. You're thinking about them, and they might, you know, you're doing it to yourself more than anything. They are not attacking you. They are not coming at you and, forcing you to move forward. They're not forcing you to move into this new direction, and you're not feeling like you're being, pulled along, or that you're not ready, or whatever that is. You are ready for that new step, that new level. It is what you want, and you know that it is going to be victorious and lucrative for you. but you need to overcome these issues that you're having. You know, there's nothing that anyone else can do. It is an internal battle that you're having with yourself. And this person is, you know, it's the Queen of Pentacles. She's nurturing, she's understanding, she's very, very smart, as are you, but she's maybe a little bit more kind and interested in helping you transform and helping you. She's maybe a little bit less rigid, a little more flexible than you are at this time. So she is someone, he or she, again, the queen. This energy might be the shoulder that you need to cry on in order to move past whatever hangups you're having. And there won't be any judgment. There won't be any, they're not going to be thinking to themselves, oh, this guy's a mess. This person's a mess. I'm not gonna put up with this. No, it's not gonna be like that at all. If anything, this person might be able to help you work through some of these issues and help you come to a peace of mind, come to that balance, that equilibrium of where your heart meets your mind. So, very strong reading. I'm going to pull the outcome card for you here. Just a minute. Just reshuffle and draw. One more and then I think we'll be done. Okay, here we go. That one. Page of Cups. Interesting that I have the Page of Swords and the Page of Cups. You know, I see again that this is just you, a different form of you. You know, you're Pisces, you're a water sign. This makes perfect sense. And this person, is making you feel, while you are the king, while you are strong and intelligent and well-grounded, while you are this person is just causing you to just like I say, it's giving you the butterflies. It's sort of making you behave in a more immature way because you like them, as strange as it sounds. And this, is sort of the degrading the king down to the page. But a page of that energy and a page of this energy, here you are making an offering to this person, an offering of love in a very innocent and almost naive way, which is just cute. I don't know how else to describe it. It's very sweet. They will view it as, sweet. This is the most genuine, pure of heart, with no ulterior motives whatsoever. Like, you are delivering a message of love and an emotional fulfillment for this person. And I feel like you will take action. You will take that next step with this person. They will be open to it. They might even be thinking the same things. They might offer the same things back to you. Like, this is a message and offering of love, and it goes both ways. It goes both ways, right? I mean, here she's offering it to you, And here you're offering it to her. I mean, it does. It goes both ways. So I think this person is on board with you. This person cares about you and your well-being, and I feel like it might be a very solid type of connection. See if I missed anything. I think we're good. I'm going to turn the camera off. I'm going to reshuffle for a few minutes, and then I'll turn it back on, and then we'll do your general reading. So, thanks. Okay, and here we go, Pisces, ready for your general reading. Like I said, I've been shuffling for a few minutes, but I always like to shuffle on camera as well, just so that you can see it's a spontaneous draw. Not that, it's not like we're playing poker in Vegas or anything, but still. Okay. Oops. One more, and then I think we'll be good. Okay, here we go. Pisces general reading for November 2015. 8 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, 7 of Pentacles, I'm sorry, 7 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, 9 of Swords, the Hierophant, 7 of Swords, 7 of Cups, 5 of Cups, 10 of Cups, and 6 of Pentacles. Okay, Pisces. In the center of the reading, so sometimes, I didn't really explain this during the shuffle, but sometimes during the general readings we have some of the recurring themes that carry over from the love reading, just because those are things that are prominent in your life at this point in time, which makes sense. And last time you had that 10 of Swords that was, in this spot here, and it was, kind of an oppressive feeling. Well, that theme, I think, is sort of the overlying theme for this general reading here today. I pulled the 9 of Swords, which is a similar card. But it's more like it's a very active card in that you are actively thinking about all of these things that you're being faced with, that you're all in your head right now. There's just like so many things going on in your mind that you just you can't even think straight, and you are feeling incredibly overwhelmed by these, by your options that you have ahead of you. And what's interesting with this reading is I pulled 3 sevens, the 7 of Pentacles, the 7 of Swords, and the 7 of Cups, which this is the first time I've pulled the 7 of Cups in this round of readings for all the signs. There is something that is like scaring you. Like this end result, this 10 of Cups, this happiness, this family, even this ideal life that you have in your mind, that we all have. There are certain goals that, we all have different goals, but ultimate happiness, I would say it's pretty fair that that's pretty much everyone's goal. Everyone just wants to be happy. And whatever that entails, whether it is a family, getting married and having a family, or, becoming wealthy, or whatever that goal is, that's the ultimate. And for some reason, you are going through a period of like self-sabotage right now. You are stealing away with your own thoughts. You're taking you're like running away from your problems, even though, you're just feeling overwhelmed by the obligation that comes with having this. I mean, to have I'm just going to use the family as an example because this card is, often a card of family, but it doesn't necessarily have to be family. It's that ultimate level of emotional fulfillment and feeling totally 100% satisfied with your life. And with that comes incredible responsibility on your part. These wands, are heavy, they're clunky, they're difficult to carry, they are, clumsy. They are good. You are carrying these responsibilities and these obligations willingly. However, you are still having to bear the load. And it's possible that you are recognizing, maybe for the first time, that this new chapter in your life, you are being faced with a lot of options right now. You have choices. Do you move to this new location or that new location? There might be job opportunities opening up for you in different parts of the world, like physically, actually moving. You might have multiple love interests in your life right now, and both might be promising. Or if there's many, if you're dating, if there's a significant number, and you are realizing that, okay, well, there's so many options for me. Which one do I choose? Which one will bring me that level of ultimate happiness? And if there is one, which per your love reading, it sounds like there is, if there is one and you choose them and you move forward, with that comes a great deal of responsibility. You then become responsible not only for your own happiness and your own path toward those goals, but you then bear the responsibility of their happiness as well. And are you ready? It seems to me like this whole reading is that question. Are you ready? Are you ready to choose? Are you ready to bear that load? Are you ready to reach that level of emotional fulfillment? And you might be having a difficult time conforming to those ideas. You have the Hierophant here, which can represent, some level of, an institution, marriage, family. It could be career. It could be a professional institution. It could be an educational, type of situation. This isn't necessarily, I'm not pulling a lot of love interests from this reading. I'm seeing it more of like an internal struggle, an internal battle, that there is something in your life that scares you. And you could lose it if you're not careful. You really, really could. But, these choices and these options that you have are coming from a phase, the process of reevaluation, the process of assessment. You are standing back. You have been working. You have been doing your thing. You have been successful in what you're doing. But now is the time that you're going through a period of stepping back, stepping away, and looking upon the things that you have done, the goals that you have achieved or not achieved, the things that you have acquired, physically, monetarily, looking at your bank accounts. Are you on the right track to this? Are you? And you might decide yes, you are, and you might decide no, you're not. And if you're not, or if you are, there are always next steps that you must take. There are choices that you must make. And with those choices come the obligations, come the responsibilities. And are you willing to bear that load? And you're like a scared little rabbit. It's a scary thing. It is. I mean, don't get me wrong. Those types of choices, and there's a lot of pressure on you because the promise is so great. The reward is so great. It is the ideal. It is everything that you have wanted. Everything that you have wanted is on the line, and you have to choose. Are you ready? That's the question. Um, you know, it seems to me like you're looking out over the past. You are being torn and struggling toward things that may have happened in the past, things that you might be regretful of or resentful towards, and those could be holding you back. If you don't make the choice, one of your choices, one of many choices that you have in front of you, many directions that you could take, if you don't make the choice to turn around and pick up these cups that are still full, and you spend your time and your energy looking back at what was, or what you've lost, or what you used to have, your freedom, maybe your independence, something even kind of anti-institutional, like if you're a single guy and you enjoy dating and you enjoy going out and being social and meeting new people, male, I said guy, but male or female, that now you're faced with a decision maybe of marriage or a serious relationship, that you might be sad about losing that single lifestyle. But if you let those things hold you up or prevent you from seeing the things that you have in front of you, the potential, the great potential for ultimate happiness, if you don't do that, then you could lose it. You could lose it. And now is the time that during this period or this phase of reassessment, reevaluating, self-reflection, looking at the things that you have accomplished, and setting new goals in place for the things that you want to accomplish, with that comes a level of give and take, of some balancing the scales. If you have been blessed, it is important for you to then give, and to give a part of yourself that's important for you. You must also, it kind of goes both ways. And if you are in need of help, if you are in need of assistance, or you have questions, or if you seek guidance, it is important for you to ask. This Hierophant here, like I said, could represent something institutional, or conforming to what everyone else does, but it might also represent someone in your life that you highly respect, you consider to be a mentor, you consider to be, if they were to give you advice, you would really consider it and take it very seriously. This card could represent the importance of you reaching out to someone that you respect, someone that, is important for you, to help you understand or come to grips with these choices that you have in front of you. Like, the world is your oyster. You have so much potential. You have so many choices, so many options. You could do X, Y, or Z, or A, B, or C. And it seems to me like you know which choice makes the most sense for you. You know which job to take. You know which person is important to you. You know which house to buy, or whatever the thing is in your life. But don't, take their advice, take it into very serious consideration, and put it to good use. It seems like they might know a little bit better than you just from having that. Sometimes being so all in your head, like it seems like you have these, you are just like your wheels are spinning like crazy, and you're just confronted with so many options and ideas, and you might be confused. So to come to that point of clarity will help you make the right decisions, and you know and help put things in perspective for you, and help to balance you out a little bit. Help to balance you out. You have a lot on the line right now. You have a lot on the line. So I'm going to pull the outcome card for you. Okay, a couple more. Actually, one more, and then I think we'll be good. Okay, here we go. This one. Page of Pentacles. Honestly, it seems like you are... I feel like this is reinforcing the idea that you must become as a child, if you will, and to look at the world and to look at your options and everything that's being displayed in front of you with a fresh set of eyes. And because, like when you are so in your head like you are, and you are thinking about things, and you are moving in new directions that you maybe never have thought um, you would be moving in, to become as a child and become curious and be open to the blessings and be open to the opportunities and be open to the options, but to approach this process with a pure heart. You humble yourself, humbling yourself to approach someone that you respect and to accept their advice with that open, pure heart. And not to fight, don't seek their advice and then, argue with them. You have a bright future ahead of you while, you are going through all of this. You are but a child in your own life. You, with this new phase, this new, like, once a decision is made and once you're on the pathway to achieving this, you're on the right track. You must be open to everything new that comes your way. You must be open and accepting of those new responsibilities that come into your life, because with that decision comes the responsibility and those obligations. And you need to accept that, come to a point of acceptance, and to know that it's okay. And the greater the trials and the greater the tribulations that we face in our life, the better people we become. You are a potential energy now, a potential to becoming this amazing person, an amazing, emotionally fulfilled, successful, happy person. And all you have to do is take on a childlike, innocent attitude toward everything and be open to the new experience, be curious about it, be enthusiastic about it, you know, be have a sense of wonder and being open to the possibilities and being open to this potential greatness that you have ahead of you. Um, Let me see if I missed any. I don't think I did. Okay, well, I think that's it. A wonderful reading. Thank you so much again for listening and participating. I'm so happy to be doing this. I will be doing it again in December. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so grateful for it, and I really, really enjoy it. And I hope you enjoy it and find it useful for you as well. Thanks so much, and I'll see you next month.